Peace and blessings, family. Once again, it's time for me to check in for a bit with another edition of Spiritual Food for Thought. As I always say, family, I hope that all is well in your relationship with the Creator. It's an absolute truth, family, that we have to have a relationship with the Creator, because as we have a relationship with Him, it's dialogue that goes on between us. Where information is being exchanged, you know what I'm saying, between two beings. Now, the thing is, as I said, the Father is the absolute source of everything that we are, family. And so how us as created beings not understand the reality of how much we need that relationship with our Creator. You know what I'm saying? Because we have been taught so many distractions and half-truths and all these things throughout our lives, family, by the power of Hasatan as he works through the earthen vessels of men. Okay, because it's the only way that he could have rule over this world. That he had to make us one mind with him so that then he could have his way through us. Because as we walk on the spirit of pride, family, we're walking in the same nature of what the devil is. We want the same things that he does. We want to be lifted up in adulation and praise and all of these things. Okay? All of these things are the flesh that causes us to deny the actual existence of our Creator, who all the Father ever wanted from us is that relationship. And he wants us to be ourselves, but with the understanding of his mind. Okay? And to me, that's a reasonable thing that the Creator desires, as he made us in order to lift himself and glorify himself as we walk up under the divine nature of the Creator, as he makes us one with him, each other, our fellow creatures, and Mother Earth, who he brought us all forth from. Such is the kingdom of heaven, where we all will know our place in all these things, family, so that we can freely submit to his authority, because now we understand through our relationship our place within his divine order. Even understanding the reality, family, that what we're experiencing right now is the realm of our creation process, because that's what the realm of time and space is about. It's all about seasons and experiencing different things at different times and all that. And in the meantime, through the revelation of his Spirit, our Creator is showing us and teaching us about our things about ourselves, the things around us, and all of these things, these external things that we are experiencing through the spirit of our taste and touch, smell, hearing, and feelings. Okay, these are the things in the flesh. That's how we experience this existence around us. And we have to experience this stuff, family, because it's the only way, as I said, the Father is going to prove the investment of his Spirit that he placed in those of us who understand, thus believe. The Father created us to understand things. That's why the charge was, in all our getting, get understanding, family. And the Father ain't got nothing to do with no faith. Faith is believing things you fully don't understand. And then, if that be the case, then led to our own destruction. Because all the lies of the devil, the half-truths that he put out there, all it's doing is building us more up in our flesh, becoming even more one with the powers of darkness. And as I said, we understand, man, these powers of darkness created that we be processed. This is how we're processed. And the Father's proven his divine love in us, because in spite of all that we dealing with and we going through, we still continue to cry out to him, to seek his face, to try to understand what we even need to do, what he desires from us. And what he desires from us, family, is our obedience. But that ain't going to come until we understand his divine truths. You know what I'm saying? That's the highest form of praise and worship we give our Creator, family. It's our obedience. Because then we understand. So we're able to walk in the power of his understanding and walk in ways that no longer cut off the flow of life. because to cut off the flow of life is to mess with the divine order, the natural order that the Creator is in the process of creating us into, with the understanding of his mind, to be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? He didn't bring us into this world to rule nothing, because our Creator is the only being that has the right to rule. Why would he give his rulership up to a man? You know what I'm saying? It don't even make sense. That's part of our problem, because in the spirit of pride, we cotton pick and think more of ourselves than we should. And the Father is about to deal with the proud. You know, but the bottom line is he's renewing us, our minds, through the understanding of his spirit, under the spirit of his divine love, that helps us to understand the reality that all the Father ever meant for us to be is ourselves, but with the understanding of his mind, so we could be all he desired us to be. So, family, with that said, before I go on, I'm just going to say, as I always say, I'm not no teacher. I'm not no figure that's under some authority that's placed myself, you know, in a place of preeminence over other people. The only one got I'm sorry, I just lost the word, but the only one that has that right and authority to rule in these minds is our Creator. Because it's the only way we're going to find ourselves, so we can take our place. Otherwise, we're being deceived by the spirit of pride that causes us to lift ourselves up above the perfect will of our Creator. So we become a God to ourselves. And the bottom line is, we no longer feel accountable either in all these things. That we always expect things to serve us, and we sacrifice other things. And when I say that, people, whether it's people, animals, all the living creatures of this world. And the thing, you know, the bottom line is, we try to have those things so they could please us. No, family, it's not that way. Bottom line is, we should be, as the created beings we are, be in a spirit where we desire to please our Creator. But we can't do that until we know ourselves. And we can't know ourselves until we start asking and seeking the Creator to give us the understanding of ourselves that we need, so we can overcome that spirit of pride in our life that keeps us tied to the ways of the flesh. Okay, so with that said, family, what I want to talk about here is this. Pride is the darkness. It's no getting around this, family. The biggest enemy that we have is the spirit of our self-awareness that's separated from the divine will of the Creator. As he said, he resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. As I said, grace means favor, whether it's ability, the talent, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That he placed within us so that we could serve one another in his kingdom with these gifts and talents and abilities that we all have. You know, we was meant to bless creation by our obedience and our understanding. It's meant for us to understand that as we know and control ourselves through the revelation of the Spirit, then we no longer carry on in behavior that's conducive to the darkness of this world. You know what I'm saying? So the Father, through revelation of the Spirit, he is changing our nature, delivering us from the nature of darkness, which is the spirit of pride. Because the spirit of pride keeps us from receiving the Father in anything of him, to any understanding. You know, as I said, in our flesh, family, we are not subject to the natural order of the Creator, because our flesh never was meant to be that way. This is why at the time of our deliverance, that ultimately, family, we're going to receive vessels that can handle the purity of our spirits, because this flesh can't. It's not able to. That's why we caught in this darkness and under these lies and these spells that was been placed on us, because we have put our trust in men and not seek the Creator to understand what our Creator's will is. Okay? The bottom line is, we was created to serve the Most High according to his divine will and purpose. And that's also, as we able to serve under the spirit of divine love, we're able to be a blessing to the world around us, and a contributor to the overall benefit of all of Father's creation. As we are made by his Spirit to be made one mind with him, thus as we all are made one mind with our Creator family, then guess what? We begin to take our place. You know what I'm saying? We be able to live and be free to be what and who the Creator made us for his divine purpose. Okay? As an expression of his divine love. Because ultimately, that's what the kingdom is going to be. An expression of everything he is on his Spirit, divine love to make us one. So we'll be able to play our part, walk out our purpose and all these things in the kingdom to be a blessing to one another and be a helper to one another. Because ain't none of us supposed to be in no position where we have preeminence over each other. Because pretty much, family, this world is the testament of what that has done. You know, if it was meant for us to rule, then we in our flesh, we have tore it up because we was out of order, family, and trying to rule or control the Father's creation. Only one he meant for us to control is ourselves, who we see in the mirror. And we can't do it but by the power of his understanding. So we have to pray to be delivered from the spirit of pride. And that's our own self-awareness is separated from the divine will of our Creator. Only our Creator can free us from that spirit of lust that causes us to desire to rule the world around us. That's the same mindset that the devil has, and he does it through our earthen vessels. This is why we have to be delivered from the mind of the flesh, because the bottom line, until we receive the mind or the absolute love of our Creator family, we headed for our own destruction. Excuse me. Because the word says this. It says that he resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. And so, you know, because really, family, one of the things, it says pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. See, as we walk in our flesh under the spirit of pride, family, we walk into our own damnation. Because for us to believe as created beings that the Father created this world for us to rule, as well as all the other lies that we've been told, you know, that causes us to be unaccountable. Because we want to take on the works of others to justify who we are. And when I'm talking about, we all know I'm talking about the Son of the Most High, who we have perverted his purpose and all these things by the lies. How we don't want to be accountable for ourselves. So man conjures up these gods, including the so-called Son of God, to make a God out of him, because to make a God out of anybody else, it's because what they are about, what they say, and all these different things. It makes us feel better about our condition, not realizing the severity of our situation, family. We got to be delivered from the darkness of evil and pride. We have to, because we can't inherit the kingdom, family, because the kingdom is for all of those who are humble in spirit. Okay? The bottom line is, say the meek shall inherit the earth. That's mean non-prideful. Excuse me, fam. I don't know why I got this cough all of a sudden, but, you know, family, as I said, we got to understand pride is the darkness. You know, because pride is very deceitful. It causes us to elevate ourselves to a place of preeminence over others, because we believe the lie that we're supposed to rule the world. And as I said, this rulership, this whole thing, controlling the world, it really stems off of the religious spirit that run our lives. As I said, religion is man doing what he thinks the Creator wants without knowing the Creator. So in reality, all that does is make us subject to the spirit of pride. Because if we don't understand the reality that we was meant to control ourselves and nothing else around us, then family, that changes our perception and our thinking in all ways. Then we begin to seek out our Creator to understand everything we need to know about ourselves, so we can overcome anything that's in us, Father, that you're not pleased with. You know what I'm saying? And we can't come to that place in the spirit of pride. Just because, as I said, as the devil is the spirit of pride, then it's his nature that we become one mind with him as we listen to his voice. Okay? As we listen to the voice of the flesh. And it's not hard to understand what's the difference. Because one thing for sure, under the Spirit's divine love, the Creator is never going to tell us to do anything that would cause us or allow us to walk in the Spirit, where we actually walk in the ways of the flesh outside the natural order of the Creator that throws everything out of balance. So we got to understand pride is the darkness, because the spirit of pride is deception. You know, one of those scriptures said, where it talked about, oh man, I forgot that thought already. I'm sorry, family. If it comes back to me, I'll repeat it. But it has, what it's kind of about is the fact that we have to understand, as the created beings that we are, we were created to serve. And we was created to love and all these things with the understanding of our Creator. So, as we are being taught in his ways, as he continues to reveal and help us to understand ourselves and our purpose, family, we are being changed. And we start to begin to see this world for the darkness that it is. Because, you know, as I said, people be trying to do this and look at this, talking about they don't want to go to hell and all that kind of stuff, but yet not recognize that this existence here that we're in, excuse me, is hell and death and all of these things, because this is a realm of what? Of darkness. It's the realm of our process of creating, where we're confined to this realm of time and space, because we have to go through what we have to go through in order to be born again, to be born that second time, where we're made with the divine understanding of our Creator, who loves us all with the spirit of his divine love that makes us one. Ultimately, as we become one, we take our place, then we're walking in a place of holiness. Because holiness is simply the divine order of the Creator, where all of us are in our purpose and place and walking that way. That's holiness. So we you know, one of the things said, be holy as I'm holy. See, in the spirit, we are holy, but in our flesh, we ain't. But our flesh is in the position that it is so that we can be processed and be brought into that holiness one day at the time of the Creator. So, understanding, family, that pride is the darkness. This is why this is how we have to seek out and receive the spirit of our Creator, because it dispels the darkness through the understanding that the Father gives us, so we can really understand what in the purpose and all these things of everything we've gone through. Because it's shaped and formed us into the children of the Creator that we are. As I said, the Creator sees us as the finished product. This is the only way that he could deal with us. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm sorry, family. I'm struggling with this cough a little bit, but I'm going to get ready to end this video. But, you know, as I said, family, we got to understand pride is the darkness. Okay? It is. And darkness is not being one with the perfect divine will of our Creator that makes us one. You know, and ultimately make us one with him, each other, because as we're able to understand and take our place, then we're able to fit together with others, okay? Understanding that we all was meant to help one another. You know, it's one with the creatures of this world, our fellow living creatures that the Father created as an expression of himself as well. And the thing is, they're out of order because of us being out of order. So we got to be put back in line before they all can be delivered. You know what I'm saying? Because we're supposed to be a blessing to our fellow creatures. I'm sorry, family. Forgive me for this. I don't know why I started coughing like this, but that's it, family. You know, we have to seek the Creator to reveal these truths to us, these absolute truths of the kingdom, family, so we can take our proper place within his divine order. So, I guess, family, I'm going to tune out because, like I said, this cough, I'm struggling. But anyway, I just leave with saying, family, please, 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 seek the Creator for yourself, so you can get the understanding you need, family, that you can come into your divine purpose and place in the Creator. And understand that really all he ever wanted us to be is ourselves with the understanding of his mind. Family, that's a game changer. It means you could it means you could just relax and go through this process, knowing that the Father has us and ain't gonna allow us to step out of line. Scripture says what? It says, none to him that's able to keep us from falling and present us blameless. Yeah, through the power of the Spirit to make us a new creation in Christ. And as I said, Christ is the Creator, family. It ain't no man. And we need to get that. So, I pray the Most High continue to bless you and keep you and watch out over you, family, and meet your every need, family, as long as you continue to seek and search him out for yourself, because that's what we all have to do. We've been given a command that we have to seek and search the Creator out with our whole heart in every way. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the fact is, he put his Spirit in us to give us the power to do so. So we ain't got no excuse. So with that said, family, till next time, I say one love and peace.